Who are the must-have players in your fantasy team this year? That's the question for you to decide this week. Fortunately, we've got two guys who have fantasy on their mind pretty much 24/7.
I fantasise about this guy quite often, actually, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's good to have you.
We've got Loz McKenna, a.k.a. the Lozatron. Happy with that?
In a way.
And Cheeky Sport Joel.
I'm back on Wall Street, yes! Love it.
Feel the energy! Yes. I love it. Bring it down. Yeah. So this is how it's going to work.
Fancy football.
This is how it's going to work. We're going to talk about a goalkeeper or defender, a midfielder, and an attacker that must be in your team this year. And then you guys are going to decide. I'm going to give my input on it, but it doesn't matter. It's down to you, ultimately. Normally we have an opening statement, but on this occasion, I don't think it's needed. So what's more important for me is, what is your fantasy football philosophy, Loz?
I need time, first of all. No, what I do is I look at the players.
Looking to bring through the youth?
Yeah, in many ways. I look at the players and I say, right, what's my budget? And then I say 100 million, and then I try and make 11 people fit within that budget.
Joe, what's your fantasy football philosophy?
Well, it's not as fancy as Loz's, that's for sure. I just wait for Dave to pick his.
Yeah.
I copy half the team, and I make sure I've got 3 top strikers, and Bob's your uncle.
All right, so let's kick off with round 1. That means a goalkeeper or a defender. Who's going to start? It's going to be Joe.
Oh, man, it's because I made the eye contact.
Who is the must-have?
I look down.
Must-have is Virgil van Dijk, all right? Excellent player for Southampton last season. I reckon he was a rock at the back. Sometimes you tend to ignore teams like Southampton because, of course, it's more entertaining in the top half of the table. Well, I mean, top 4, should I say. But you know what? If you look at his record, 17 wins with him at the defence of Southampton. He actually gets a few goals once in a while as well. I think he managed like 3 goals last season.
He did, yeah.
He played 34 games, so you know he's reliable. You know, why not have him in your team? For me, that's the guy I would pick. Easy.
And yeah, a good value pick straight away. Not going with the big guns straight away.
He looks like he's just going to counter it. He's thinking.
Are you sweating?
A little, yes.
Who's your counter? Wow. So fantasy of all sorts on this week's You Decide.
Have you ever read fan fiction about Cheeky Sport fan fiction? Dave walks slowly into the room.
Yeah, go on.
His muscles rippling. Oh, you still wearing your pilot's cap, Dave?
Does he finish off with a...
Come on!
I feel like we've gone off course.
No, my fantasy team is always at the back with a good goalkeeper. I always start with a good goalkeeper because I feel like throughout the season you need someone you can rely on. You need an easy pick back there for a very reasonable price. For that reason, I've gone with 37-game man last season, 13 clean sheets. We all know his name. It's Hugo Lloris.
That's a very good pick.
It is, I know. He had 19 wins last season, and that number of clean sheets is also really important. I also think he's good on penalties. I also think he's the kind of goalkeeper who's going to make maybe 3 or 4 good saves in the game. And I feel like with Bournemouth, it's the kind of side who are looking to press the likes of Spurs this season, who I think will be even more defensively stable following a pretty poor pre-season.
Pretty poor
pre-season. So my reasoning is basically he's going to have a couple of shots which will get him a few more points. Definitely going to get that clean sheet, which is going to get you a number of points because he's behind a very solid back line. Hugo Lloris is the guy to bring home consistent points. Not a lot, but enough.
Who do you think won? I'm going to give my 2 pence. It's got to be Joel for me.
Does it?
Virgil van Dijk.
Those
3 goals won it for you there.
Yeah.
Southampton underrated, and he is a very
very
good
much.
value buy. So for me, it's Van Dijk. But you guys decide. Round 2, midfielders.
Midfielders, yeah.
That probably means attacking midfielders, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Joel, who are you going for?
Well, I'm going to go for a player who was really controversial last season.
French speaker,
even though he's from Belgium. I don't know if he speaks Flemish. His name, Eden Hazard, ladies and gentlemen. Eden Hazard.
I love football.
Yes. Love it.
Not clapping that.
You're going to ask me why?
Yeah.
I'll tell you why.
Yes.
Because look, you're talking about last season was a blip in my eyes, all right? There was clearly situations going on here and there. We're not going to discuss those. They've already been solved in court by whatever. Anyway,
he's at a new club.
You're looking at 37 goals, 36 assists in the last 3 seasons. In general, with his skills, he's going to be able to open play. He's going to be able to get you goals. And at the same time, they're playing him for a central role this season. Look, you saw him against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
30 minutes, 2 goals. Some say he was on trial for Real Madrid.
No,
I say
it's the stick.
I say it was the passion for Chelsea. He rathers that position. New manager, right? Who's gonna encourage him, get in there, you know.
He looks skinnier.
Yeah, he looks like he's lost weight. He looks like me now. Do you know what I mean? So
You've lost weight.
I have. I
look
really
good,
have.
yeah.
I know. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, anyway, great player. And like I said, he's a French speaker, comme moi.
I'm going to go with an Armenian.
Right.
Yeah, and I think we all know who
I
I'm
love
talking
how you're
about.
both going nationality first.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
There's
That's
only
crucial.
one Armenian in the Premier League, though.
True. So it's Mkhitaryan.
Spell it.
Yeah. Mkhitaryan. And even then I spelt it wrong. So last season he got 11 goals, 15 assists in just 31 league appearances in the Bundesliga. And that was very impressive. I think that's why Mourinho bought him to the Premier League. He's been a Premier League want for quite a while. Liverpool bought him to Liverpool at one point, wanted to sign him. Why? Because he gets you the results.
And the fact, sign everyone, though,
Liverpool do want to sign everyone, and it's a shame he didn't play for Southampton because then they would have got him.
Yeah.
And one of the few reasons why you think about Mkhitaryan is going to be a valuable points asset this season is United are playing a very interchangeable front line. Zlatan Shuri has his position, and Martial Shuri plays out on the left, but these guys are switching around all the time, and that looked good in pre-season because what it allowed them to do was say get an assist, but then also get a goal. And Mkhitaryan was doing that in a couple of games in pre-season, so I was very impressed by that, and it made me think where are the points going to come from? Goals and assists in midfield.
When it comes down to Hazard, you've got Antonio Conte there. He obviously had problems with Mourinho last year. A lot of similarities in terms of the managerial style. A very cutthroat manager. Will Hazard be able to deal with that, or is he just going to get in a bit of a sulk like he did last year?
I don't think he can get in
run
a
off
sulk,
to PSG
no.
or Real Madrid.
Well, I reckon at the end of the day, wherever he goes, he's going to have to deal with this issue, which sometimes might seem like he can be a bit of a crybaby. But I reckon no one's a disciplinarian like Jose Mourinho. I mean, so I don't think... Jose's a very complex human being. So I reckon if you can deal with Jose or you get him out of the way, there's going to be nothing as
bad.
I don't want to say as bad, but as controversial as Jose.
Have you seen Conte?
Yeah.
I will kill you.
Yeah, well, he's also got a nice
a
side of
threat
him
to
where he
Antonio
talks
Conte?
about,
Yeah.
where he talks about style,
Definitely said that to
etc. You know.
Conte, yeah.
But honestly, I reckon there's no one like Jose. So
Yeah.
I reckon, and plus all the Italian players seem to like Conte as well.
Yeah, you're right.
Even though Hazard is in the
Yeah,
of course.
but he's a French speaker.
Well, exactly.
Okay, there we go, round 2.
What a stupid point.
It's down to...
Feel like that went well.
End of round 2. It's down to you guys to decide. Ultimately, for me,
It's probably Mkhitaryan, isn't it?
I'm a Mkhitaryan fan.
Yeah.
Hazard is...
Compelling.
He's a sulker. And he could sulk again with Conte, and that is a concern for me. And Mkhitaryan might be a little bit cheaper as well.
I think he is, because he's somewhat of an unknown quantity.
So I am going to go with Mkhitaryan on this one. It's 1-1. Ding, ding! Round 3.
Yep.
It's the forwards. It's the exciting bit. It's the interesting bit. That's all you do first, isn't it? Who do you want as your forwards? Aguero, everyone's going to go for him. But what about the best of the rest?
Yep. The rest.
Joel went first last time. Lozatron, off you go.
The rest being last season's top scorer, Jamie Vardy, for Leicester City. Leicester, sure, they've lost one guy, Kante. That was a big deal for them. But if you're playing against a midfield that's virtually non-existent in Hull, then my point would be, play Vardy.
You've got Jamie Vardy. You've got Jamie Vardy running around on the left. They're going to struggle a lot more. First of all, one of the reasons why he would get the ball is because we know Kante is going to break it down and, I don't know, let's just say possibly play it to Mahrez and Mahrez gets the assist or whoever they have there, whatever. It's not going to be the same this season.
Like a lion jumping on your argument.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. But like a Hull tiger, almost jumping on my argument. But the point is that Hull don't have any tigers, and all they have is a couple of players to field out there. Kante doesn't need to break down that play. Do you know why? Because now they have King in the middle of midfield, and when you're playing against Hull, that's good. I'm not being disrespectful to Hull. They are a team currently in disarray, and I think they're great fans, and they've been through a lot of issues. But that guy's looking to sell, and in that time, they're not going to move the team forward. What Leicester are going to do is get it out to the wing, to the likes of Musa, to the likes of, I think, got 4 other signings who are all looking to play towards the same sort of style, which is basically get it out to the wing and whip it in, get out to the wing and whip it in. And I think for that reason, Jamie Vardy is going to be fairly central to that.
Joe, who you got?
I would go with the main man himself, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he has won league titles in every league that he's been. 5 leagues? Is it 5 leagues?
5 leagues, yeah.
5 leagues, yes. We're talking about 113 goals and 122 appearances for PSG, ladies and gentlemen. He's a proven goal scorer. Look at him so far. 2 appearances, 2 goals for Man United. What goals they were as well.
Both one winning goal.
Well, one winning goal, but both of them very good goals.
Do you get more points for winning goals?
And you can just see how he affects the team. I mean, forget. All right. If we're going to bring it back to fantasy football, right?
Yeah, which we are, because that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Please do.
Right? You've got to understand that.
And I am.
You've got to understand that this guy just gets goals. This is what he does. He's a goal scorer. He has the kind of respect where if a player would choose to play it to someone else, they would probably play it to Zlatan. But they would. And as you said, it's about goals. And you know what? That's going to get you the extra goals you need. He's going to be used a lot from the Premier League.
You're saying he's going to be interchangeable?
He's going to be used a lot for the Premier League. Not so much in the Europa League. Yeah.
Okay, so that's round 3. I think there's no question in this one for me.
Yeah, Jamie Vardy all the way. Fantastic.
You've got to choose Zlatan on this.
Brilliant.
Guys,
absolutely fantastic.
bullied
Jamie
Wes
Vardy
Morgan.
all the way.
Bullied Wes Morgan for me.
All the way.
He's going to score so many goals. He's going to play in the Premier League every single week because I bet it's in his contract that he doesn't play in the Europa League. So for me, it's Zlatan. But it doesn't matter what I think. We want to know what you think. Let us know via the polls. Who are you choosing, Loz and Vardy, or cheeky Joel?
Let's not make it a popularity contest. Is it Jamie Vardy or Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
Well, right? Yeah. Okay. The final round, basement bargain.
My basement bargain has to be the man himself, Callum Wilson. I was actually very disappointed to see him injured last season because he was doing exceptionally well. For a striker, you want goals, and this guy gets goals. We're talking 20 goals in 45 appearances in the Championship.
True.
Amazing. 2014-2015 season. I was very happy with him. Also, how he started as well last season. Sorry, should I say? Yeah. 5 goals and 9 appearances. I reckon if he didn't get injured, he would have actually been probably one of the most valuable assets on fantasy football.
Good point.
But you know what? Because of the injury, it's kept him as a bargain, and I'll take him. You need goals, my friend. You need a young player who knows what he's doing. Bournemouth. Right, Bournemouth this season will be a better team anyway. I mean, they've got Jordan Ibe now, who we all know he's less selfish than Richie, right? He does like to play in and have a cross, but you know what I mean? Straight enough to say. Honestly, I reckon this year's the year for Wilson. He's back fit now, so I'm expecting to see goals, and I'm expecting for him to perform very well in my fantasy team.
Just ask Jurgen Klopp why he kept him for all those assists.
Yeah.
I'll go with a surefire bargain basement guy. He's very cheap on fantasy football, weirdly, because he's the captain of his side. Leicester City's Wes Morgan.
I saw him struggling the other night, but there you go.
Ain't no faking with this Jamaican.
Yeah.
He is a good player. The fact is, he didn't score a lot of goals, but he's going to prevent a lot of them. And last year, Leicester were great at the shutouts, and I feel it's going to be the same this season. With the goalkeeper just behind him who signed a brand new contract, Kasper Schmeichel.
Such a friendly ghost.
Yeah. I think he's going to be, again, consistent this year next to Robert Huth. Again, it's sort of picking week to week. Who are Leicester playing first? Bang! Hull City. Bang! Are Hull going to score goals? Bang! No.
To be honest with you, I reckon I would agree with you in most cases, but I think Wes will have a very tough season because I think Huth is actually running out of legs at the moment.
So you think he's struggling?
Yeah, I reckon he's struggling. It's gonna leave Wes in a position where he's gonna have to cover a lot for Huth, to be honest with you. I agree. Really good player, but I reckon it's gonna cause a problem in Leicester's defence.
My opinion is that you can't ignore the captain of the title-winning team, who's that cheap. Wes Morgan, it's going to have to be, he wins that one. So was that 2-2 in the end?
That's draw, yeah.
What's the coincidence?
Yeah.
But honestly, that was my opinion. But ultimately, the most important thing is your opinion. Hopefully you voted on all the other ones, but who won out of the basement bargain? Let us know in the poll cards. Final thing, guys, because we don't normally have a closing statement.
No.
I think one last poll that we can put up there is, who's more of a fantasy football guru? You've got about 30 seconds, something like that.
Yeah.
Down the lens. Let us know why you should listen to yourself over Joel.
I'm not going to put Joel down in this one, but what I like is that I work freelance, so I can go all over London. I'm taking all different opinions from different offices. What's that? Callum Wilson's not going to be playing this week. Cool, I'll drop him out the side. What's that? Wes Morgan's definitely starting. Okay, I'll bring him in. I can get opinions from all these different places, whereas Joel's just walking around shouting things into an iPhone. I mean, I didn't...
He went there.
Whereas
After saying that he
after said I wasn't going to put Joel down, out of nowhere, bang, right in the ribs.
Go on, mate.
So
Go on.
is that why you're the fantasy guru?
Yeah, that's why I'm
you're
the fantasy guru. Because I don't have a problem cutting someone down.
Right.
I will absolutely I'll go for your knees.
All right.
And come on, isn't enough anymore this season, Joel.
Nah.
You have to be better than that.
Nah, yeah.
Two digs.
I do.
You
you got to remember that I go to different clubs week in, week out,
All the
and
time.
I talk to fans every week.
Yeah.
know? And besides, come on, and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
you do actually listen to a lot of the fans, and that's actually broadened my mind a lot more. So I reckon when it comes to that, it gives me a chance to go back, set my team out for the week coming up, and that's why I reckon I'm a better guru than Laurence.
So the gurus have spoken, but which one is the bigger guru? Is it a bigger guru or better guru? Not sure. Let us know via the poll cards. Also, make sure you vote on who's got a better choice in terms of defender or goalkeeper, midfielder, attacker, and of course basement bargain. Boys, where can we find the next instalment of Cheeky Sport?
Oh, well, just make sure you go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cheeky Sport. Give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll meet your favourite players and we'll talk to you fans up and down the country. My name's Cheeky Sport Joel, and I'm out.
I liked your Wembley takeover the other day.
Oh, I appreciate
You got all the
it.
back access to the players.
The back
access.
Yes.
Access.
Yeah.
What's your back like, mate?
What about the front three, Loz?
Oh, it's a good podcast. Yeah.
Where can they find it?
You can just type in the front three, numeral 3 on Twitter. You'll find us there. It's
There you
a
go.
tiny little thing.
Very simple. With Bull Street, you can also subscribe to us. Do that. So it's a good choice, I think.
is.
Like our video as well, and check out the other You Decide episodes in the Bull Street playlist. This is the start of a new season, so that means you must be picking your fantasy football team for the year. Well, Bull Street have got their own league, and we want you guys to join, courtesy of Sky Fantasy Football. If you want to get involved, click the link below, pop in the code, and you can join the Bull Street League. And if you need a bit of inspiration, I'm going to be revealing my team on the Bull Street channel this Thursday. Saying that, all of those players become null and void. You can't choose them because, well, if you do, you're officially a cheat. Good luck.